It's another example of how law enforcement risk their lives every single day to keep this community safe.
Gunshots heard in downtown Lincoln after Saturday's game. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us.
A scary situation in downtown Lincoln over the weekend.
Police heard gunshots just after the bars closed. Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Bailey Bischoff has more in tonight's top story. Bailey?
Thankfully, nobody was in the line of fire, but police say it was a risky situation. This street, empty now but packed early Sunday morning after bars closed. It was after the Nebraska-Wisconsin game. The area near 13th and O Streets was crowded with fans. Police were monitoring when they heard a gunshot, then another.
Once they reached about 13th and Q Street, they heard multiple gunshots in rapid succession.
Police found 25-year-old Carlos Brito in the parking lot of the Wendy's on 14th and Q Street. They asked him to raise his hands. Police say he instead put his hands toward his waistband and started to run.
Ultimately, as other officers were responding into the area, Carlos Brito ran directly into a responding officer. He fell to the ground. A struggle ensued. Brito continued to resist arrest, but eventually was handcuffed.
After his arrest, police found a handgun and 9 shell casings on the ground nearby. Brito was taken into custody for allegedly discharging a weapon in city limits and resisting arrest. Chief Blymeister says the bigger issue here is what could have happened and how officers responded.
Immediately following bar break, there is a lot of foot traffic in the downtown Lincoln area, and vehicular traffic also. And certainly on the heels of tragedy that occurred in the western part of the United States, it certainly could have been worse.
He says they used extreme restraint.
Officers that were responding, considering what they knew and the fact that they're moving towards a rapid succession of gunfire with lots of people in the area, showed tremendous restraint in the apprehension of Carlos Brito, especially when they gave him commands and he not only ignored those commands, but put his hands into an area where a firearm easily could have been.
So far, nobody has come forward with any injuries or damaged property. While this was definitely a dangerous situation, it isn't a common one. Lincoln's Public Safety Director Tom Cassidy says the last time someone fired a weapon in the downtown area like this was more than 10 years ago.
Yeah, just glad no one was hurt in the incident. Bailey Bischoff in our top story tonight.